Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is Jar of Fireflies. Here I make videos all about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of 4. And this week we are getting ready for Passover. Okay, so we are about a week away from Pesach, from Passover. So I have lots to do. I really couldn't start a whole lot before now because I have a toddler and he is the most toddlery toddler that I have ever made. So yeah, Pesach cleaning has really not started yet. Basically what I've done so far is kind of organize some things and plan out some things, but I haven't really done the things yet. So the things will start to be done this week. Okay, so on my list of things that I need to do is thoroughly clean out the dog kennel and all around that and make sure that any of her Hamoed treats are put into the pantry, which we are just going to lock for Passover and not have anything to do with it. We do already feed our dog a food that is kosher for Passover, so we don't have to worry about that, like changing her dog food or anything like that, but she does eat a lot of not kosher for Passover dog treats, so I need to make sure that those are all put away. And then yeah, a thorough cleaning around her dog kennel where she eats those treats. So I have that to do. I also need to clean my car really thoroughly. We don't generally eat in my car. I'm pretty picky about that, but we do bring food in the car. And I was cleaning for Passover one year and found just an entire granola bar in a wrapper. That would be chametz. That would be the thing that we're not allowed to have for Passover. So it was a very good thing that I found that. Plus, it's just nice to have a good clean out in the car once a year, and this is the time of year that I do that. What else do I need to do? I need to clean the stroller really well. For sure, baby Firefly eats in the stroller, and I need to make sure that that is cleaned really thoroughly. Other than that, I'm doing things a little bit different for Passover this year. I'm having help, which is great. Okay, so if you've been hanging around my channel for a while, you know that I have a house cleaner that comes once a week, the best day of the week. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So she's gonna come, she's gonna do her normal thing. So then the day before that, I have another gal who's coming to help me with things like cleaning the ovens and cleaning the refrigerators and all of that sort of thing. So that after those 2 days, I'm just really gonna go through and kind of double check everything and make sure, and then we should be good to go. So yeah, it is a way different Passover prep for me than in previous years. For sure, when I have done everything myself and enjoyed it. But again, the most toddlery toddler that I have ever lived with is living with me and making it nearly impossible for me to do everything. He's great. I love him. He's amazing. You know, super cute, but he can open the refrigerator. He can climb on top of any chair and therefore reach the top of any table. He enjoys climbing on bookshelves, which don't worry, are all mounted onto the walls, but still I don't want him climbing on bookshelves. Just doing things that toddlers do, but that's not very conducive to me having to do a pretty heavy duty, thorough cleaning project in my home. So anyways, that's basically what the Passover prep is going on this week as far as all of the cleaning things. So I don't have as much to do as normal, but I definitely have things that need to get done. And I did order things for my plague bags, my bag-o plagues. So this is something that I do every year that I bring to the Seder for all the kids at our Seder table, where I put together little bags. And when we go through the part of the Seder where we talk about the 10 plagues, I bring out the bags and we go through them one by one. And there's a little toy or something in there for each of the 10 plagues. It is super fun. It's a highlight of the Seder for the kids and then for me because I get to see their joy. And it's just sort of a little break in everything where we just sort of stop and literally play. So I need to put those together this week, and those supplies should be all arriving tomorrow, except I do still have to go to the store and buy marshmallows because we use marshmallows for our hail, our plague of hail. We have a marshmallow fight at the table, which is so much fun. Okay, so other than that, I have been slowly sort of adjusting things around the pantry because I'm just putting everything in the pantry that we're not going to use for Passover. So once I'm kind of done using something, I'm just putting it in the pantry. And then I'm kind of starting to pull some things out of the pantry. And I've set up, we have this bookshelf in our hallway, and I've started pulling out food that is kosher for Passover and putting it on that bookshelf, some paper goods and putting it on that bookshelf, things like that. And yeah, just like moving things in to the pantry that we're not going to be using in the next week. Okay, so that's where we're right now. All the kids are still asleep, which is why I get this opportunity to come out here and sit and chat with you guys. It's been a weird start to the week, I'll tell you that. Last night, right after Shabbat, I popped on the phone, not like super right after Shabbat. I think we kind of knew what was coming in the news, and right around the time Shabbat ended, my husband and I just went for a walk. And it was a beautiful night, and the stars were out, and the moon was shining. There was a cool breeze. We just went for a walk, and it was really, really, really nice. And then we came home, we got ready for bed, and it was like much later then, and I popped on the phone and I saw all of the news that I kind of half expected, half didn't, with Iran attacking Israel with a direct attack. I'm not going to get into all of the politics around all of this and the Iran proxy things and like, I'm not, because this is not this space for that. But I just want to talk about kind of my reaction to this, you know. So of course, first I asked my husband, I was like, have you talked to your family yet? And he was like, everybody's fine. And I was like, okay. And we kind of talked about a little bit between the two of us about like, what does this mean for Israel? Does Israel need to retaliate? So that, you know, because Middle Eastern politics are its own whole thing. It is not like Western politics. So we kind of chatted about that for a little bit. And so now I'm just kind of waiting like, okay, so what's going to happen next? And at the same time, like I have to live my life. I have to go on. I see Israel celebrating and getting back to life today. And that's my cue that I should do the same. But just as the hostages weigh heavy on my mind every day, this is now weighing heavy on my mind too. So fun times. But my family is totally okay. Israel is totally okay. And that's what I know, filming this a week in advance. So hopefully the world won't get too crazy in the next week until I put this video out for you guys. But I don't know, I couldn't put the video out without at least kind of mentioning that, you know? So yeah, I wish we could just all get along. But that doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna shut the camera off and clean up from Shabbat because it is Sunday morning right now. And I'm just gonna kind of film a little bit here for the next few days of some of the things that I am doing, and that'll be this video. It'll be fun. All right, I'll turn the camera back on when I'm doing something Pesach preppy today. Okay, so the kids are up. They are helping me now. They are pulling the plastic off of our table in the dining room. Basically what I did, instead of putting plastic over the tablecloth, which I never loved, is I started putting plastic under the tablecloth. Like I taped it to the table so that protects the table, which is like unfinished wood, from spills. And then I just put the tablecloth on top and wash that. So the kids are working on pulling that plastic off, and then we'll put new plastic on for Passover because we are not using that table again for eating until after Passover. Where we're gonna eat this weekend for Shabbat? Probably at our kitchen table. It's gonna be crowded and fun. Hey, buddy. So that's what we're doing right now. And I'm just still kind of working out here on cleaning up from Shabbat. Okay, I have grabbed myself some cleaning supplies and I'm heading out to my car to clean it for Passover. Okay, so I'm out here in my garage. I'm cleaning the car for Pesach, for Passover. I just wanted to point out that I did, in fact, find some Hamoed in the car. Okay, so what that is some little pieces of like cracker or something like that. In general, nobody eats in my car except for me. So what must have happened is I must have put like a wrapper packaging to like some crackers that I picked up somewhere because I was starving, and put them in like the little door of the car there because it's there at the driver's seat, and it must have spilled, and then I just never got around to cleaning that up. So that's Hamoed. Okay. I'm gonna get back to the rest of the car, but I'm not gonna film it because it's just cleaning my car. But I'll check back with you guys tomorrow when we're doing some more Pesach prep. All right, folks, hello. It is a new day here. Today is Monday. So yesterday I did finish up cleaning my car. So that felt really good just to get that done. I feel like that's usually the thing that I procrastinate until the day before Pesach starts. So I'm really happy to have that like done and out of the way. And now I can just focus on here in the house. Okay, so this morning I started doing like just a little bit, basically like the cabinets. I started pulling out things from the cabinets that we're not going to be using for Passover. A lot of this stuff we're just going to kosher for Passover. So like it can stay, but for the most, the cabinets are pretty empty. Like this one. Okay, and so where have I been putting this stuff? I've been putting it mainly in the pantry. Let me show you. All right, so this is in my pantry. This is just a lot of stuff that we're not going to be using at all for Passover. I've even filled our bread box with some of our tea things. And then there's like some random stuff that I kind of threw down there in some snack bins. And there's just literally random stuff like wherever I could fit it in the pantry. I was just like, we're just gonna put it in the pantry. So that is basically where I am right now for all of that. So tomorrow I have someone coming to help me clean out the refrigerators, clean out the cabinets, things like that so that we can get ready. And then the big clean for the kitchen is going to happen on Wednesday, so the day after. And then we'll kosher the kitchen that night. By we, I mean pretty much Mr. Firefly because toddlers. Okay, so what I want to do today is basically finish emptying out these cabinets. And at this point, because the dining room table, we have put a new plastic on there. I've washed the tablecloth and put it on. So the dining room is really pretty much done. We do still have to clean the chairs, but that will be done on Wednesday. And the tablecloth really technically is going to get washed again before Passover. But anyways, for now, what I'm gonna do is finish pulling the things out of the cabinets and bring them out there to the dining room. And then at some point later on today, I won't film it, but I will clean the stroller. But that is not such a big deal. It's mostly just vacuuming it. So not really super interesting to film, but just know that that will happen today as well. We might go ahead and do the dog kennel also today. I would like to get that done today. Otherwise, we will do it tomorrow if today gets out of hand because it's already like around lunchtime, like around noonish, I think. It's 12:01. I'm feeling pretty snazzy right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move the stuff out of the cabinets and make the kids lunch. But anyways, yeah, off camera, I am gonna clean the stroller, possibly the dog kennel also if we can get to that. But I'm not gonna film the dog kennel because the kids are helping me with that one. Okay. So that's where we're at right now. Let's move some stuff out of these cabinets and empty them out. Okay, that is super fun. That is done. I can put lunch together for the kids now. But before I do, I wanted to point out two things that I think are pretty fun here for Passover, for Pesach. Okay, one, during the Seder, we drink 4 glasses of wine. Okay, now, this glass of wine that we are drinking, these 4 glasses of wine that we are drinking, they do not have to be like this. As a matter of fact, they probably shouldn't, because it does need to be a full glass of wine. So, normally with a wine glass like this, you'd probably fill it up to like here, but on Passover, during the Seder, we would need to fill it up to the top. That's a lot of wine. We're not doing that. The amount that we need is, I forget the exact amount, but it's under 4 ounces. And so this glass right here is, a 4 ounce cordial glass or something like that. So we bought these a few years ago, and this is what we use for our glasses for the Seder. You can see the difference. So this is how much wine we're drinking during the Seder. And yes, it can be grape juice as well. All right, the other thing that I wanted to point out is my sourdough starter. She's a little messy right now, but my sourdough starter. I do not want to lose this over Passover. We're gonna have 8 days where I'm not gonna be able to touch that. Really probably a little bit longer than that because we're turning the kitchen over in a few days. So it's more like 2 weeks about. Anyways, what I am going to do is put this in my refrigerator or my freezer. I'm gonna look at which option is better, and then we're just gonna sell it. We will sell that corner of the refrigerator. I will sell that section of the freezer or whatever. And that's how we do it. So yes, we do have an actual like a contract where we can sell certain areas of our house during Passover so that we're not owning any of the Hamoed. So like for example, our pantry where I've been putting everything, we're just selling that. I'm not cleaning that for Passover. I'm not nothing. So any Hamoed that we have like pasta or anything like that, crackers, I guess, I don't know. We don't really have much. I think really probably it's just mostly pasta, and maybe there might be a couple snacks that are Hamoed. But for the most, because we're mostly gluten-free in our home, there really is not a whole lot. But oats are. So like granola bars and things all would be. Because like the oats and the granola bar, like that would be Hamoed. So anyways, all of that is in there, and we're just gonna lock the door on the pantry, sell it for Passover. Okay, so that is that. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to my day and hopefully get to those other 2 things, the stroller and the dog kennel today. And I'll check back with you guys tomorrow when hopefully we'll be putting together plug bags. Okay, you guys, I am so frustrated right now. Maybe not even frustrated, maybe just like sad or something. I don't know. I don't know what I am right now, but I'm not super thrilled, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so I had filmed a whole bunch this week. I had finished editing a video that was over 30 minutes long for you guys with like 3 or 4 days of Passover prep. Was today Wednesday? So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 4 days of Passover prep. And then I started having phone issues after I did an update to my phone yesterday. My phone just started shutting off every 15 to 20 minutes and restarting itself. But that's not really very conducive to things like editing, whatever. I managed to finish the editing, and then I did a little bit more this morning and finished that editing. And I backed up my whole phone, and then I got on the phone with Apple, and then they had me back up my phone again, and I did that, and we figured out what the issue was and all of this stuff. And then I had to go to the Apple store, and so I went to the Apple store where they backed up my phone again. And here we are now, home from the Apple store with a brand new phone because my old phone they can't fix. So that was not fun to have to buy a new phone. I didn't want to do that today, but that's okay. They did tell me it's a better camera, so that's kind of exciting. But half my video is gone. The whole video, like I can't play anything that I have edited, and it's saying that like all the videos are missing. Some of the videos are still in my camera roll. I don't know. I'm really hoping that this resolves by tomorrow, but if it doesn't, it's just gonna be what it is, and I'm sorry. So if that's what it is, and not all my videos are there, and I have to go start from scratch with just what I have left, then I apologize. And that's why you're seeing this little video intro here now, but I had to film so much, and I had so much to share, but I'll try to fill in what I can, and I know I at least have a couple of days of footage on there, so, all right. Anyways, that was my day. So I'm gonna go and put my kids to bed, but that's where we're at. Okay, filling you in. Hey friends. Okay, so here we are, new day. Today is Thursday. I actually had no intention of filming today because I had a video that was already completed. It was 30 something minutes long, totally done, and half of it's gone. not half of it, maybe about almost half of it though. And that's super frustrating, but as we like to say, that is what Hashem wants. So yeah, it is what it is, and that is okay. So I have footage from Sunday and Monday. I basically lost Tuesday and Wednesday. So, which Wednesday was not much because Wednesday was the day that I was like, okay, we're definitely having phone issues. It was basically me kind of getting on here and being like, yes, I'm having phone issues and we'll have to see what happens. And yeah, well, we now know what happened. Okay, we're moving so my toddler can play in the sink. All right, so yes, I did end up getting a new phone yesterday. Unexpected, unplanned expense, so that was not exciting. But again, it is what Hashem wants, so here I am. All right, now what we missed. So really what we missed was Tuesday. Let me go to a different room. Okay, toddler's just being really loud in the kitchen, which is totally fine. Anyways, yeah, so what we really missed was Tuesday, which Tuesday was a lot of the chaos of the day as far as how everything looked totally in transition, because I had everything out of the kitchen and it was like basically my kitchen was on my dining room table. So it looked completely chaotic. It does not look as chaotic now because since then we have kashered all of the metal items that were on that table that morning, and I have put away all of the glass items on that table in the cabinets. So here's what it looked like this morning. All right, and then so my kitchen had been completely spotless, totally cleared off, nothing on the counters. It looked pretty nifty. And this morning I woke up and it looked like this. And that is because we kashered all those metal things. Now, do we kosher a lot of metal things? Yes, we do. That means we do not have to store as much for like just to store for the year round. I have basically one shelf in my linen closet up on top where I store everything for Passover. So yeah, basically now we are totally turned over for Passover. No more chametz, snacks, nothing. Pantry is locked, no more going in there. Yesterday, I took some time also to pull out everything else from the pantry. We have a list that we get that tells us what foods are okay to have for Passover besides like, you know, the fresh fruits, vegetables, that sort of thing. But like my list will tell me specific brands of items. So like I can pull items like that, like the tuna fish that I had on my shelf, I can have for Passover. So I just pull that off the shelf and I move that out so that I can lock the pantry for Passover and not have to go back in there. So yeah, basically, yeah, spend some time pulling items like that out of the pantry, wine, unopened packages of sugar, things like that. Anyways, that is all done. And now it's really just kind of putting a little bit back together. I need to put all those metal items back together. I need to go through the cabinets because I've been putting food in the cabinets that we can eat. But now I'm realizing that I might have to move that food out to put dishes somewhere, or just, I don't know, I need to figure out how it's all gonna go together for the next couple weeks. Because today is Thursday. Passover doesn't start until I think Monday night. So yes, we do still have to go through this weekend Shabbat. We ordered pita for Shabbat. So instead of using challah or sourdough, which is much crumblier, we're just gonna use pita because that really doesn't make crumbs. And then we'll just, I don't know if we're gonna eat it outside or we're gonna eat it inside and then we'll clean up again and then, you know, roll up the tablecloth and then be done, you know. But yeah, really everything is Passover food now, which is fun. We ate like turkey sandwiches on matzah yesterday. Okay, so I'm trying to think like what else we missed. Oh, we missed plague bags. So I'll pop on later and show you our plague bags, our bag o' plagues, which is something that we do during our Seder. Basically put together a bag of items that represent each one of the 10 plagues. And we get to that point in the Seder, we pause and we basically play. I have all of these, you know, toys and props, whatever. And that's what we do during the Seder. It's just like a fun thing for the kids. They really look forward to it. Everybody goes home with this goodie bag of stuff, and it's a super duper fun thing. So we will be doing that. I made 15 of those bags, and I will show you guys that later. Okay, so for now, I'm gonna go work on trying to put away some of all of that stuff and just try to get some things organized. The kids are starting to wake up. I've already been off for a little walk with baby Firefly this morning, and this is so much fun, you guys. We have a woodpecker that has made a nest in our yard. And so every day I go out and I walk and I listen to the little woodpeckers. I do this really several times a day because I'm a little bit obsessed. But I go out and I listen to the woodpeckers chirping, little baby woodpeckers chirping inside of their nest. And I watch I assume it's the mama bird. I don't know, it could be a daddy bird. I don't know. I'm not really sure actually how woodpeckers take care of their young, but we'll just call it mama bird for now. But I watch the mama bird go in and out of the tree with food, and it is just so much fun. It's so great. I cannot wait for the baby birds to come out. It's very exciting. Okay. So this morning, baby Firefly and I went outside and got to listen to the baby birds and went for a little walk around, just really around the yard. You know, he's really enjoying walking around in the grass, which is super fun. And of course, I do not mind that either. And other than that, I've been stamping books. Oh, that's another thing. Yes, I have been stamping books. I'm not going to show you the stamp because it's got my last name all over it, but I basically got a stamp that says, you know, my last name, Lending Library, and then our city and state down at the bottom, and there's like a little logo in the middle of like a book, like an open book. But it's just a round stamp, and I've been stamping all of our books because you guys had that great idea that I should stamp the books, and I thought that was a really good idea. Took it to heart. I bought a stamp, and I've been stamping books. It's a lot of stamping, you guys, because I'm putting 2 stamps in every book. So I'm putting 1 stamp on the card, so it's very easy for people to see and know, like, oh, this is a library book. It's not a public library book. It goes to this library. And then I'm doing another stamp because those can be pulled off by little toddlers. Ask me how I know. And so I'm putting another stamp on the title page of every book so that way it's like in another place in the book. And that way, if someone's like, I'm not sure if this is yours, or, you know, I don't know, whatever, like, it's just like an extra little thing. Okay, so that I feel like is all of the updates that I have, and I've now been rambling on for like 10 minutes, so we'll see what that edits down to. I feel like I said that earlier in this video on Sunday. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure, yeah, definitely I did. Okay, I'm gonna go get into organizing the kitchen, and I'll show you guys the plague bags later before we close this up. We're gonna pull this video back out. We are gonna do it. All right, let's go organize the kitchen. Okay, I think we've pretty much got the kitchen under control. I am leaving out a lot of these pots and pans because I don't really have anywhere to put them because I did not clean out all of the cabinets. So those are kind of living there for now, and I don't know, we're going to be using them so much it probably won't really matter much anyways. So that's out, and the mixing bowls are out, and that's just the way that it's going to be. But the cabinets have different Pesach appliances in them, like our crock pot. We got our food processor up there. Over in this one, I've got some different food items, and on the other side as well, food items and some paper goods, which we've always kept paper goods in that one cabinet anyways. I just cleaned it out, and yeah, whatever. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys the plague bags. Our little bag of plagues. So at our Seder, everybody will get one of these bags, and when it gets to that point in the Seder where we talk about the 10 plagues, we go through this. We like pause, take a break from the Haggadah, our book that tells us what to do. And we do this. Okay, so plague number 1 is not in the bag because I have not decided what I'm gonna do with plague number 1 yet. In previous years, I have done a little raindrop shaped piece of paper that is red on one side and blue on the other. And so that's turning the water into blood. I don't love it, but it super does work. I kind of would like to do something with Jello this year, but I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So we will get to that one. I don't know. Plague number 2, frogs. They'll get a little bag and it's filled with a bunch of these little jumping frogs in all different colors. So that is fun, and they can jump the frogs across the table. Plague of lice. Got these back scratchers so that, yeah, because lice itchy, I guess, and so everybody can like scratch with the back scratchers. I don't know. Again, lice is a little bit of a struggle. Next one, I think this one is Plague of Wild Animals. Yes, Plague of Wild Animals. I got these cute little keychain animals. There's like a little keychain on their heads. And I got like a safari pack. You want this? Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna go give this to baby Firefly. Don't worry, I have extras. So I got this like safari themed pack. They're like party favors. And so, yeah, that's perfect because they're all wild animals. Livestock. I found a package of these cow keychains. So again, same. You want the frog? You want the cow also? Okay, next, boils. Boils is a little bit tougher, and I always kind of struggle with boils every year. So this year I decided to do these little fidget toys, and so it's like we're gonna pop the boils. I don't know. That's what I got. Next plague. Okay, for our next plague, it is hail. Everybody's favorite and mine, use marshmallows. We use mini marshmallows and we have a marshmallow fight at the table. We throw them everywhere. The kids eat them. It's super fun. Next is this locust. All right, I found these little like squishy rubber grasshopper things. You can like, I don't know, you can probably shoot them across the table. I don't know, they got this little elastic string on them, but I'm pretty excited about that. So last year I was too late in the game and I was not able to get very many grasshoppers, but this year I got these really good ones. So yeah, happy about that. Okay, Plague of Darkness. In previous years, I have always done sunglasses. This year, I realized that the eclipse glasses are like, they seriously blind you with the darkness. Indoors. So I got these this year and it's amazing. These are so great. So I just got a pack of those, put them in an envelope for everyone. Okay, and then for our final plague, the plague of the death of the firstborn, everybody has a little container of skeletons. These are stretchy skeletons. My kids love these. They're always really fun. Okay, so those are our plague bags. And so I put together 15 of those. They're all on my desk right now so that they are out of the way. And that's our plague bags. I had way more on plague bags in my other footage that is gone, but that is okay. That is our plague bags. And I feel like that's pretty much everything that we need for this video. And at this point, because it is so late in the week, I definitely need to stop filming and edit so that I can get this out to you Monday. Because again, I had this finished yesterday and it disappeared, but that is okay. These things happen. Okay, so thank you all so much for being here. As always, I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Please drop me a comment down below. Let me know how your Pesach prep is going or has gone, or what you just think of our Passover prep in general, if it's not your thing. I would love to hear. Let's get that conversation going. Please give this video a thumbs up, hit that like button, helps my channel out a lot and lets me know what kinds of videos you guys like to see. And don't forget to subscribe. I would absolutely love to see you here again. All right, and with that, we are all done. Oh, no, we're not. Next week, there is no video because of the Passover holiday. It's on my normal video day, one of our Yom Tov days, which is a day where I cannot get on the computer, drive my car, etc. It's very similar to Shabbat in many aspects, such as those. So I cannot post a video on that day. So there will be no video next week, but I should see you guys the week after. All right. With that, we really are done. Thank you all so much for being here. As always, I super appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload.